Hello and welcome to today's video, the video of today, except it might be tomorrow where you are. So today we're going to be looking at something called a dice tower. Now I'm not sure how many of you have played games, but if you have then hopefully you know what this is. If not, then I'll give you a basic overview of it. It is something with a hole in the top and a tray on the bottom that lets you put a dice in the hole and it comes out randomized at the top, which keeps people from cheating. You see here we just got a 14. So basically, all this is a series of obstacles and a chute. Here, I'm going to remove this tree, which bounce the dice around when it's been thrown in. Okay, so let's take a look at how this is made. So, dice towers aren't very complex, but the way I did this one, there are a number of parts. So first off, we've got this base. Just a big surface of black plates. We've got 3 main plates here, and I connected them all with these bands that go around of these 2 by different numbers pieces, like 2 by 6 there, 2 by, I think that's a 2 by 8, yep, that's a 2 by 8. Then we've got this big open space. I've got, if you've seen my Kraken videos, you'll know this ocean piece. I just took those apart, and I'm using all those pieces to create this flat, watery looking area. It's important that it stays flat, otherwise you can have a dice that lands in between studs and lands something like that, where you can't exactly tell which side is up. So, because that is flat, we can tell that that is definitely an 11. You may not be able to see it if the reflection in the thing is bad. So anyway, then we've got basically this main platform. There's a wall around it, though sometimes the ball will come and ski jump off. And then we've got this big tower here, which is basically just a tower with a hole in the top. I've got 2 layers on the tower. I've got a blue one on the inside, so that way it looks like you've still got waterfall behind there and it fits in with the river at the top. And then I've got the gray, which is the outside, which makes for the rock cliff, which I probably could have done some more texturing on, but I didn't really bother. Then we've got this top surface area where we've got basically just nice decoration, and I put in this tree. Though if you've seen my tree videos, then this will probably look like a fairly lackluster tree. It's mostly just for decoration on the side. So for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to show you here a bunch of brown pieces with some green leaves on top, and then we're going to toss it to the side. Yep, I think that exploded. If you're curious at all about how this waterfall was built, that's a pretty easy answer. Got a headlamp brick inset into the cliff, and then another one here, with just a bunch of bricks built around it for the main body of the waterfall. And here we've got a gate. This was just for the decoration of the waterfall, so it seemed like the waterfall continued, because I thought it'd be fun to make a waterfall design, but this gate is entirely unnecessary. Most towers just have a door, and it's actually a door. They've got stairs coming down or something, because it's themed like a tower. Which, I've already got a second dice tower video planned, and it is actually designed like a tower, and I'll show you what I mean there. So then that's just held on by this brick, which gives this room to move. It's basically just one of those little clip pieces that's held in place here. What's nice is with this design, the waterfall opens and then has a hard time closing, because otherwise if the dice bounces around enough, it can just slide its way back in. But with the way the waterfall locks like this, it's basically just a one-way door. The dice can come out and then bounce back into the waterfall, but not back into the exit. So there we go. That is the design of this dice tower. So if you have an appetite for destruction, please wait till the end of the video, because I just tried to take apart the tower and my camera collapsed. So I'll show that little extra footage at the end, if you'd like to see that. But if not, we're just going to continue with the video. So here's what I mean when I say I've got the blue on the inside and the gray on the outside. This is just so that the tunnel matches with the water, and the gray makes sense all around the outside. So here we've got a series of 2 by 3 slopes, and then a series of 2 by 2 slopes, which gives it a really nice curve going down. So that way this can hit and start bouncing its way down and go through this arch. This is just a normal kind of arch piece. I find that the 6 wide arch is best because it has a 4 wide gap, which should be big enough for most dice. So that is really all there is to it. This is just a bunch of bricks, and I put a bunch of stud plates on the front and some things to give the cliff some texture, but really that wasn't the focus, so my cliff is mostly flat and boring. Hello everybody, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you want to make a dice tower of your own and that you've learned how to make one. Anyway, I'd like to challenge you guys to make a dice tower, and I've just realized that in all my other videos I've asked you guys to make something and show it to me, but I realized that on just YouTube you don't actually have any way where you can do that. So I'd like to tell you guys I have a Facebook account where I'm going to try to post my videos. I'm fairly lazy though, and I don't try to do that. Anyway, if you want to show me anything, I think you can you do that on Facebook, and it will let me see it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. If you have an appetite for destruction, then I'm probably about to make you really happy. I'm going to try to break this apart and show you guys what's on the inside. So first, let's remove some of this shrubbery. Then I can see if I can just crack that open. Okay, there we go. So here we've got a series of slopes. I've got two 2x3 slopes, and then two 2x2 sets of 2x2 slopes. Ooh, nasty.